Hey everyone.
Happy Tuesday, everybody.
Happy Tea Time Tuesday. Hope everyone's doing well.
You have water.
Water.
And I said I could pretend that this is tea, but it's my coffee from this morning. So, but we can just pretend it's tea.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. Today I'm very excited about this topic because it's about beginners, and it's a question that we get asked a lot, and it's why do you not have a beginner class on your schedule? People are like, can you please put that on your schedule? But we want to let you know that we don't need a beginner class on our schedule.
Yes.
And why is that?
So we don't need a beginner class, and we're not, because one, there's definitely a lot of beginners here.
Yes.
But we believe in mixing it up, and in that means that there's a mix of people and a mix of levels and a mix of modifications, and so that everyone, no matter what level they're at or wherever they come in, they can take our classes.
Right.
So just to kind of break it down, any class that you come to take at Remix, we will, for every move that we make, we will offer different levels. So you'll often hear, and it really depends on the instructor, they might say like level 1, level 2, level 3.
Or modification.
Yeah. But they're basically showing you all the different ways that you can do something in whatever parameters that work for you. Mm-hmm. And we believe that you need to be able to work out, and you should be able to work out for the rest of your life. We all want to live long, healthy lives, take care of ourselves, and we want to make sure that you can do that from the start of walking in our doors or pressing play.
Yeah.
The other thing is we hear a lot, I think even before we opened Remix, you would hear things like, oh, I need to get in shape before I do that.
I feel like I hear that so often.
So often.
Like, I need to get myself in shape before I can take one of your classes.
Yes.
And the whole point
is
of
to
the class. Yes, of the class is to get in shape through the classes.
Yes. And Trisha and I have been to classes like all over and to places, all different places, and what we wanted to do is create a space and a place and a workout routine that is accessible to everyone. And that now means, not just in person, but virtually as well, but also at all levels. Like one thing that I really didn't like is if I went and took a class or, went to a certain place and I felt like super intimidated, overwhelmed, you sit in silence, and it's like, this is how we do it, and that's the only way we do it. That doesn't work. We're all different people. We all have things that we need. Some people need certain modifications. Some people have injuries. Some people, just the way that you're feeling that day. Mm-hmm. Like there are days that I want to I know I need to exercise, but I'm just like not feeling 100%, but I know it'll make me feel better. So I may be that level 1 or that beginner level, and that's great. I want that option. So just to have those options and to be able to do this no matter what, and not have to get in shape before I walk in or try a class or, let me like get to a certain point so that I can actually do it. We want you to be able to do it all the time.
The last possible thing I would want any beginner to do is to come and walk into a class and try to do level 3 right away, because then you're just setting yourself up for an injury or pushing yourself too hard too soon. I used to do that. I remember I would go out and say, I'm gonna be a runner, I'm gonna run. And then I would go crazy trying to run as fast as I can, as far as I could, and then the next thing I know, my knees would be injured or whatever. So I want, like Mary Kate said, it's like you want to be able to do this for your life, so it's that gradual progression is so key.
It is so key. And it's something my mom, I feel like has been a great example of like just balance, like living a balanced life. And before all of this, this was so end of college, I'm like, I need to get in shape. And so I was like, okay, I guess I'll run. I don't really like to run, to be honest. But I was like looking for goals, because I think we want to progress and we have goals. So I was like, okay, let me sign up for, a marathon, and then, or first a half marathon, then it was a marathon. And I remember my mom saying like, why are you being so extreme?
Right.
Like you want to do this for the rest of your life.
You're like, do you know me?
Yeah, and I obviously, anyone that does know me knows that I can't really do anything at a normal pace.
I'm your child.
Pace or normal level, and neither can my mother, which is comical. But truthfully, she is like, you can't keep up with this marathon training like as a. I was traveling all over the place for work, and then now fast forward with kids in our business, like it is too much. Like I don't really have the time to go run for hours, but I want to stay in shape and I want to take care of myself. So finding that accessibility and that ability to be able to do something and also continue to progress and see those results, but not like go so extreme and be so extreme. So we just want to be able to offer that to everyone. I mean, I think something that is so awesome is anytime you're in any of our classes, whether it's in person or virtually, just to see the range of people.
Yeah.
And that is exactly what we want. We want everyone at every age and, you know, however they're feeling or whatever level they're at,
Right.
whether they've never worked out before or they work out, you know, every day, that they can come in and get an amazing workout and be challenged, but also be taken care of, and also get what they need out of it.
Exactly. Now, if someone is a beginner, what tips would we give them?
Yes. Well, so I think what's something that's a really good, a great tip to start with would be, so in all of our classes, you can do all of our classes low impact. Even with spin, you could literally just pedal if you wanted. Even if in our HIIT classes, everything can be just like no jumping. But I would recommend starting at a low impact class. That's just a straight low impact class. So that would be like a sculpt, a bar, a core booty, arms, something that just like is always going to be like a little bit more low impact to kind of ease yourself in. I think that's a great way. The other thing is, if you don't do that, which I think is fine, you can literally walk into any of our other classes, go into it like with your like listening, you know, whether you walk in the door, you press play, be like, okay, I know, you know, I'm starting at the beginning, or I'm just getting back into it. So listen for the modifications, because we are giving them. So I think, you know, don't worry about the other people in the room or the other people on the screen.
Right.
You know, focus on what works for you, and really our instructors will give you what you need so that you can get a great workout in, but go at your own pace.
Yeah, listen to your body. Take breaks when you need them. Make sure you bring that water. I think another good tip is to make sure to get here early or to sign in early if you're on virtual, because then you can talk with the instructor and they can kind of give you some, you know, an overview of what class is going to be like, and you can talk about anything that you're nervous about or any modifications that you may need, you know, any previous injuries or things like that. So I think that's a big one. I know if you don't, hey, I mean, I get, as long as you're there, you're there. So I don't want anyone to think like, oh, I'm late, I don't want to come.
Yes.
But I do, if you can get there early, definitely recommend that.
Yeah, it's just nice to like talk with the instructor beforehand, you know, find out what the class is about. Because oftentimes we'll say like, this is what we're going to be doing today.
Yeah.
And the more that we get to know you, you know, in person, virtually, the better. We want to be able to, you know, offer even more modifications, more levels. And something that we also really pride ourselves on is, you know, you won't be singled out. So we won't be saying, you know, I won't be like, Trisha, this is how I know that your back is
doing it wrong.
This is how you do it. You know, I feel like our instructors are so amazing that they'll just offer it up so that everyone can hear it. But then also, you know, there are people in class, you know, I'll look through the screen and I know, you know, like their wrists bother them, or, you know, their lower back, or just like they haven't been feeling that great. But like, I want to keep moving, and so I just might like make eye contact with them, but I'm not, you know, singling them out. But they're like, but they actually feel special because they're like, okay, that was for me. You know, I know that this is what I should do.
Right.
So I think that also really sets us apart as we really try to make it more personalized, and so we want to get to know you, want to know what you need, and we want to make you feel like you belong and not intimidated, and that you can do this. We want you to be able to mix it up for the rest of your life.
We know it takes a lot, you know, to step out of that comfort zone, to try something new, especially if you're a newcomer to a class, and if the new instructor, you don't really know what to expect. So our goal is to make you feel as comfortable as possible, because we've been there too. We've experienced that, feeling nervous.
I've never liked it. I mean, we've been to classes together, and I've walked in and felt, and it's like, you don't know how to do that, like set yourself up, or, you know, oh, the locker room's that way, like you didn't know, or, you know, or just like everyone else knew what stuff to grab, and I had no idea, you know, or I'm at home, same thing, like a virtual class, I'm like, oh, it looks like they all know what they're doing, you know, and we want you to feel like you, one, you belong because you do, but two, like we'll over give information so that you do know what's going on, and then also like you can do it no matter what. I mean, when you take our classes, we might say like, oh, today we're using light weights. Like I'm always like, or water bottles, or grab a child, you know, like we
someone did that today.
Yeah, but we'll make it so that it's accessible to you no matter where you are or who you are.
Right. It's funny. She's hiding, so I'm not going to bring her on. But Marissa did a little video in our Facebook accountability group last week, and she talked about how she was nervous to walk into a studio for the first time. Like, and it took her so much, like, it just took a while to get into there. So if you're out there and you're thinking, like, I really want to do this, but I don't know, I'm just scared, just take that step, try it. I always think, like, what's the worst that can happen?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, just what's the harm in giving yourself a try? So.
Yeah. And even just reach out to us. Like, please DM us, message us. We'd love to even give you a little glimpse of the experience that you'll get, because it is more personalized, and we don't. So exactly what Marissa said, like, we felt that as well in other places, and so we want to take that intimidation factor out. We want you to be able to, you know, press play, to walk through those doors, to feel confident, even as you're starting something new.
Yes.
So the best way is to take that first step, and something that we're doing this month to kind of, you know, encourage. We want to keep taking care of everybody and make sure that they're healthy. But we are saying, send us a picture, show us that you got your vaccination, and we will add a free class to your account, or we'll add $20 for any of our members. We'll add $20 to your account so you can treat yourself to something.
We have new merch. Can I show the new merch real quick?
She's very excited about the new merch. But if you are listening to this and you're like, ooh, I would like to try, or like I've been putting it off, look, or you want a new tank top. Yes, aren't they so cute? They are actually really adorable. Yes.
Get those.
We can thank our intern Alex. She has been like coming up with all sorts of cool ideas. She's so great. But if you are thinking like, ooh, that's me, I want to try, I want to give this a shot, or I want to try something else, or I was nervous, I already go to Remix, but I was nervous to try spin, or I was nervous to try a sculpt class and something with weights, do it. You know, like, just take that first step, press play, walk through the door. Tell us you're nervous, because we want to take those nerves away, and truthfully, we will offer all the modifications. We will. I would love to take class with anybody that is nervous or intimidated, but also we want you to feel like you belong here and that you can get in shape and stay in shape and keep getting those, achieving those results, no matter where you are or what you're doing.
Yes. Everyone have a wonderful Tuesday, and we will see you next Tuesday. If anyone ever has any topic ideas.
Yes, if there's anything you want that's on your mind, or that you would love, questions for us, please let us know. We'd be happy to answer anything.
Yes.
Sure, because we're just so well.
We like to chat.
We just like to talk. So anything you want us to talk about, send our way.
Okay.
Have a great day, everybody.
Bye, everyone.